All right, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the men of great millstone, as well as those men that preach and teach the likewise doctrine. No compromises, no mixing to fix it. Shalom to all Akim and a few Akwath who may be listening. This is your brother Batakalai Yahweh from the GMS camp here in Chicago, coming back at you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. And we're going to get right into it. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12 and verse 17. For when men will not believe that thou art full of power, thou showest thy strength, and among them that know it, thou makest their boldness manifest. All right. Now, this is a heavy precept, and it's multiple accounts in the scriptures that prove this, and it also, the things that we living in today also prove that, we're getting close to the Lord coming back and making himself known through Yahweh Shai, and then down through the 144,000 and the 1/3 that get saved. And it's because this is basically, it's telling you one of the signs of when the Lord will strike. When people don't believe that the Lord is full of power, when people don't believe that the Lord is real, that's prime time for him to really show people how he gets down. And we're going to get to the first account that I wanted to bring out. All right, so this is the book of Genesis, chapter 6, and verse 11. And it reads, the earth was also corrupt before Yahweh, and the earth was filled with violence. And Yahweh looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And Yahweh said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood, rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without the pitch. All right, so basically this is going into the days of Noah, prior to the flood happening, when the Lord told Noah that he was going to destroy the earth because wickedness was everywhere. And this is him telling Noah to get the ark together. But, Salakia. See if it's in this chapter. I don't think it is. But, let me go back. No. Salakia. But, one thing we do know about the tale of Noah is that he was warning all those people back then, before the flood came, that it was going to come. And none of those people took him serious. They thought it was funny. They mocked him and they scoffed him. And, you got to remember, at that period in time, it had never rained on the earth before. All of the plants and all of that, they got they sustenance as far as water is concerned from the dew of the morning. When day turns to night, and the condensation would water the plants, basically, when the sun would come out. And so these people, Noah's telling them that it's going to rain. The Lord is going to come back and kill all you because, and he's going to do it with water by making it rain. And we also know that water shot up from underneath the ground, like a geyser, I think is what they call it. So all of those, he's telling these people this, and everybody's carrying on. They don't care. They just doing whatever they want to do. And, the Lord ended up killing them, man. Everybody except 8 people, which is Noah and his family. Noah, his wife, and then his 3 sons and their wives, if I'm not mistaken. All right. And now we're going to get the next account, which is also in the book of Genesis. And this is important. A lot of these accounts all of these accounts that I'm grabbing are literally right in the beginning of the scriptures in the book of Genesis and the book of Exodus, really establishing that the Lord don't play, man, and that unbelief is rewarded and with death on for the most part, man. You don't want to believe, you don't want to get right. When the Lord sends somebody to warn you, it's a heavy toll to pay for that. All right, Salakia. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 18 and verse 23. And it reads, and Abraham drew near and said, wilt thou also destroy the righteous with the wicked? Peradventure there be 50 righteous within the city. Wilt thou also destroy and not spare the place for the 50 righteous that are therein? That be far from thee to do after this manner, to slay the righteous with the wicked, and that the righteous should be as the wicked, that be far from thee. Shall not the judge of the earth do, Salaki, shall not the judge of all the earth do right? And Yahweh said, if I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city, then I will spare all the place for their sakes. All right, and if you keep reading down, the conversation that's being had here, the number continues to get lower and lower. Abraham just keeps dropping it from 50 down. I believe the last where they stop at is 10. But let's just go down and make sure that I'm right on that. Yeah, see right here at the bottom in verse 32, it says, and he said, oh, let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak yet this but once. Peradventure 10 shall be found there. And he said, I will not destroy it for 10's sake. All right, so these people in Sodom was going off heavy, man. And we know the type of activities that they was getting into. But all manner of wickedness was going on there. It wasn't just the so-called Mo activities. I'm sure it was plenty of other things going on there too, idolatry, all type of shit. But the point is that those people, they didn't believe in the fear of the Lord, man. They even when the angels came to Lot's house to get him out of there, those people weren't trying to hear reason when Lot was trying to reason with him and tell him to chill out and stop being moles, and that resulted in them getting destroyed in a very grievous fashion, to the point where that land to this day is uninhabitable. All right. 18, no, it's 4. So, all right, now this is the last account I'm going to get, and then we're going to close out, Lord willing. But this is the book of Exodus, chapter 4, and verse 19. And it says, and Yahweh said unto Moses in Midian, go return into Egypt, for all the men are dead which sought thy life. And Moses took his wife and his son, and set upon them as he returned to the land of Egypt. And Moses took the rod of Yahweh in his hand. And Yahweh said unto Moses, when thou goest to return to Egypt, see that thou do all those wonders before Pharaoh, which I have put in thine hand. But I will harden his heart, that he shall not let the people go. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith Yahweh, power, thus saith Yahweh, power, Israel is my son, even my firstborn, and I say unto thee, let my son go, that he may serve me. And if thou refuse to let him go, behold, I will slay thy son, even thy firstborn. All right, so here we see Yahweh telling Moses to go back and to deal with Pharaoh, and to basically let Pharaoh know what it is, let him know to let the Israelites go. And the Lord tells Moses that, he was going to put a certain spirit on Pharaoh, to where he wasn't going to fear what Moses was showing him, because Moses did go and do certain miracles in front of the eyes of Pharaoh. But the Lord put the spirit on Pharaoh not to really care about that, man, and he hardened his heart to where Pharaoh didn't take heed, and Pharaoh proved himself to be an unbeliever in that moment. He didn't believe that the Lord was going to jack him up, and the Lord jacked him up. And that's just the moral of the story, man. And that's the same type of situation that we find ourselves in today. And these Edomites who are in charge of society now are referred to as the modern day Pharaoh, and it's a very apropos title for them, because just like Pharaoh understood that we was the Lord's people and was told to let us go, and even with that understanding still didn't care, that's how Esau has been moving, man. Esau understands who we are. Esau understands what's going to happen to him. Esau understands that the Lord is against him, but Esau doesn't care. The Lord is hardening Esau's heart, and he's going to pay a heavy toll for that. But with that being said, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the men of great millstone, as well as those men that preach and teach the likewise doctrine. No compromises, no mixing it to fix it. Shalom to all the Akim and a few Akwat who may be listening. Until next time, Lord willing. Shalom.